NATO was never a confrontational alliance. It was a defensive alliance, and it had no means of invading the Warsaw Pact or the Soviet Union or taking an offensive against it. What has changed is that NATO has become much more of a political alliance than a military alliance. It was always a mixture of the two. And it has invested very heavily in NATO-Russia partnership. But it has failed to see two things in this investment. That it's defined this partnership in very narrow, almost mechanistic and quantitative terms. How many exercises take place, how many meetings, how many committees there are, how often do they meet, how many activities there are in partnership plans and so on. And what they've ignored during all of this is a progressive deterioration in Russian thinking about the West as a whole, about NATO and about its intentions, and a progressive breaking down of trust at the political level. And therefore, very belatedly, NATO has come to realize, much too late, that Russia regards NATO as an enemy. And this is a very disturbing adjustment that NATO is making. It's only starting now. And certainly no one is talking about meeting this problem through confrontation. But one does have to ask, in these circumstances, in circumstances where we are deeply engaged in the former Soviet Union, where we have very important partnerships with Ukraine and Georgia, what are our wider security interests? How do we maintain these interests and the interests of our key partners in the face of very strong Russian opposition and Russia's willingness to find means of power that are usable to stop us and use them?